Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and there's some crazy news, right? So of course we know what happened with Nike and Kyrie. Nike kind of like suspended Kyrie's like sponsorship, but it is official now that Nike has dropped Kyrie. He is not a Nike athlete anymore. And the Kyrie 8, which is his latest signature shoe with Nike, has been canceled by Nike. You know, it's not on their website, but it is available on some stores. Like if you guys don't know how like retail stores work, like Foot Locker, Champs, Finish Line and stuff like that, they buy the shoes from Nike in bulk and then it gets sent over to their stores. And of course, I always wondered why Nike did that. Like why didn't Nike just sell direct to consumer? You know what I mean? Because they sell it to Finish Line at wholesale, right? So wholesale would probably be around like 60 to 80 bucks for any shoe. And then they have obviously that markup. And then it might be a little bit lower, I'm not 100% sure, but of course wholesale is definitely a lot cheaper than retail price. So then Nike would make less money on selling it in bulk to like Foot Locker, right? But the thing is, Foot Locker and those companies deal with all the logistical nightmares. You know what I mean? Like, and also it's a guaranteed sale. You know, like Nike doesn't have to sit on inventory, but if you sell it to Foot Locker, you already sold it. You don't have to deal with it. You also don't have to deal with stores, right? Stores are pretty damn expensive. Like the retail space, you know, rent, paying employees and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I guess that makes sense now that I think about it. But anyways, yeah, if you go to Foot Locker or Finish Line, you can probably find a pair, but I don't know how easy it's going to be to find anymore. I feel like resellers are probably going to try to go for it and buy up a whole bunch. And because, you know, Kyrie's line is no longer available with Nike, right? But anyways, what do you guys think? You know, he's not a Nike athlete anymore, so I guess he has a couple of options, right? So he can go like the Spencer Dinwiddie way, or like Langston Galloway, where they made their own shoe, like their own company, like shoe company, and make their own shoe. Why not? You know, that's actually pretty hard to do. It takes a lot of money. You have to, you know, hire people, get a design and stuff like that. And like, you know, just dealing with all the inventory and like how to sell. You have to have an entire team of people, and it needs to be really good. You know what I mean? So that's really hard to do. I don't know how down Kyrie would be for that. But of course, the main reason why, you know, he didn't like the Kyrie Infinity was because he wasn't a part of the design process. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's very bizarre to me. You know, like if Nike is giving a person a shoe, I feel like you'd want the shoe to be liked by the person, especially design wise, you know, because like a lot of people, like performance aside, they care how the shoe looks. You know what I mean? That's like a very important factor in like what people choose to buy, you know what I mean? You know, like Kyrie, he wants to be a part of the design process, so maybe he would be down for having his own shoe company. You know, he'd be 100%, you know, included in that process, and it'd be like a shoe that he actually wants. And he'd probably just work with the designer and be like, hey, I like this, I want this and this, you know what I mean? But also another option is signing with another company. You know, he is a free agent, he's a free sneaker agent, and he's super popular, you know what I mean? Like if you're a hooper, you've probably had a Kyrie, you know what I mean? Like I've seen so many Kyries, they're probably one of the most popular shoes, you know what I mean? Like besides, I guess the Kobe's are also very popular, but Kobe's and Kyrie's super popular lines, and I feel like it'll be a smart business decision to try to sign Kyrie, but also not, because he's kind of like a PR nightmare. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know. You guys think, would you guys buy like an Under Armour Kyrie or something like that? Or like a Adidas Kyrie? That's kind of weird. But also, there are other companies. Like, I feel like he would sign with Li-Ning or Anta. You know what I mean? And I would 100% be down for that, because like Li-Ning like kills it. They make amazing shoes, like amazing looking shoes. And also the tech that's included in the shoes and the quality of the shoes is very nice, especially comparing it to Nike. You know, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, they use like cheaper materials and stuff like that. I feel like Li-Ning, even though their prices are higher, it is justified. So I would actually be down to see Kyrie sign with Li-Ning. Hopefully it's not too expensive though. Hopefully it's not like 250 bucks for a shoe, but I feel like that would be a great option, you know what I mean? And it just sucks because Kyrie's Nike line is legendary, you know what I mean? Like the Kyrie 1 through 8, including the Infinity, all the Kyrie lows 1 through 5, the Fly Traps, and also, you guys remember the hybrids? The Kyrie Hybrid S1, I believe it was called. Where is it? And also the Hybrid S2, you guys remember that? Like the mashups? He has a very legendary line, and it just sucks. He signed with Nike back in 2011, so more than 10 years he's been with Nike, and his signature shoe line started in 2014. So it's very sad to see that it's come to an end. But I guess Nike's just done with Kyrie and Kyrie's done with Nike, you know? But I don't think Nike's that mad because it has been announced that Ja Morant and also Devin Booker are getting signature shoes in 2023, so next year. So it's rumored to be summer and then fall. So they're saying it's already in the works. It takes a year, like a year or two to actually like design it and, you know, wear test it and see how the actual athlete likes the shoe. And then of course, you know, make the molds and make the production and actually make the shoe. So that all takes a year, but they probably have the design already. And it's probably in its final stages, so I actually wouldn't be surprised if they already know what the shoe's gonna look like. But I'm very, very excited. You know, Ja and Devin Booker would definitely move shoes. And of course, Jason Tatum also is getting a shoe next year with Jordan Brand, which is obviously just Nike. So yeah, it's gonna be a good year next year for brand new starts in signature shoe lines, you know, first signature shoes. So I am super excited about that. What do you guys think? You know, Ja actually wears a lot of Kobe's and so does Devin Booker. So hopefully we see a Kobe-esque signature shoe from both of their lines. Hopefully they can take up the torch and live up to the hype that is the Kobe signature shoe line, you know what I mean? But also, speaking of Kobe signature shoes, the Kobe 8 is confirmed to be releasing in 2023. So next fall, the Kobe 8 is supposed to be Pro-Troed, and I'm so damn excited because the Kobe 8 is one of my favorite shoes ever, and also is one of my favorite shoes in its entire line. You know what I mean? I love the Kobe 4, the Kobe 5, the Kobe 6, the Kobe 8, 9, and 11. But I like top 3, I would actually say the Kobe 8 is definitely up there, right? But what do you guys think they're gonna Pro-Troed? I definitely hope they Pro-Troed the cushion. I mean, that's what they usually do, you know what I mean? That's like the only thing you can do to Pro-Troed the shoe without changing too much about the shoe. Like a Flow-Troed, you change the entire shoe, you know what I mean? Like the Curry 4 to the Curry 4 Flow-Troed, they change the entire shoe, you know what I mean? But then like the Kobe 8, or the Kobe Pro-Troeds that we've seen, the main thing that they changed is the cushion. So the Kobe 8 had a really crappy drop-in Lunarlon midsole, and it was super thin, which, you know, it was very nice for step in comfort for like 2 days, for like a week, and it bottomed out, and then like the impact protection was terrible. Well, good for court feel though, however, I guess, right? So you know what would be nice? You know what would be nice? A full-length drop-in React midsole with a bottom-loaded zoom unit. Full-length zoom unit. Or actually, I wouldn't be mad if it was targeted. If it was like a targeted forefoot and heel zoom unit, I actually wouldn't be mad at that either. So yeah, please give us that. You know, what do you guys think they're gonna Pro-Troed with the Kobe 8? And also the LeBron Next, I think is what it's called. It's spelled NXXT, which is weird. But that's his takedown model. A takedown model, and it's releasing February 10th for 160 bucks. Just like, bro, that makes no sense. I guess he has the Witness line, which is like 100 bucks. He has his Ambassador line, which is overseas. But the LeBron Soldier line has not been a thing since 2 years ago. I feel like it's been 2 years since we have had a LeBron Soldier line. So I feel like that line has been like canceled. So maybe the NXXT, or I'm just gonna call it the next line. So maybe that's supposed to replace the Soldier line. But yeah, for 160 bucks, so that's not a takedown model, guys. That's a completely different line. That's more expensive than like all signature shoes. That's like the second most expensive signature shoe. And it's not even the signature shoe. Like the next most expensive signature shoe is the KD 15 or the KDs, which is 150 bucks, I believe. So yeah, it's crazy pricing, but it looks very similar to the LeBron 20, which I like. The pattern is very similar, so hopefully it performs, the traction performs like the LeBron 20. If it does, it's gonna have amazing traction. Cushion also, we're not 100% sure what the foam is, but it does look a little bit like stiffer than Cushion, which isn't a bad thing because the LeBron 20 was super soft, right? But it's also rumored to have a full-length zoom unit in it. So very, very excited about that. The upper looks pretty similar to the LeBron 20 as well. It looks like a thin material. It's also a low top design, and I like these suede panels actually look kind of nice, right? We have kind of like that embroidered swoosh, and on the lateral side, it's also a double swoosh design. So yeah, I'm pretty damn excited about this shoe as well. So anyways, lots of news with Nike, I guess. But where do you guys think Kyrie should sign? And also, what do you guys want to see from Devin Booker's signature shoe and also John Morant's? But anyways, that about concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.